Today we're going to multiply polynomials. Yesterday we added polynomials, so today we're going to multiply polynomials. So yesterday we added them, and a quick review of what we did yesterday is we took a number such as, a polynomial such as this, when we added them, 3x to the fifth plus 6x to the fourth minus 7x to the third minus 5 plus x to the fifth minus x to the fourth plus 3x squared, minus 2x, am I going to fit it, minus 8, barely. All right, so yesterday we added them. To do that, I'm going to distribute this negative sign across the first polynomial, so that's negative 3x to the fifth plus 6x to the fourth minus 7x to the third minus 5. My other one can stay the same as this one here. So that's plus x to the fifth minus x to the fourth plus 3x squared minus 2x minus 8. And all we do is add like terms. They're already in descending order. So negative 3 minus 1 is negative 2x to the fifth. 6x to the fourth minus x to the fourth is plus 5x to the fourth. Negative 7x to the third. I don't have an x to the third, right? So that stays the same. Negative 7x to the third. Then I have 3x squared, so plus 3x squared. And then I have just negative 2x, so minus 2x. And I have minus 5 and minus 8, which is
Minus 13.
minus 13, and then that's done. That's what we did yesterday. We added those polynomials up. Okay, and all I did was make like terms. Now today's going to be a little bit different. Today when we do this, we're going to multiply them, and that's going to change a lot of the stuff we do. Start with an easy one. 4x times x squared minus 2. All we need to do this is distribute the 4x to both terms on the inside of the parentheses. So 4x times x squared minus 4x times 2. So that would be 4x cubed, because x times x squared would be x to the third power, minus 8x, because 4 times 2 is 8. All right, so when we multiply polynomials, though, we do things a little bit differently. All right, so here is the first example for multiplying polynomials. A plus b times c plus d. There's our polynomial set. What do we do to follow this rule? The rule for doing this is to multiply one polynomial by a second polynomial like I have up here. Each term of the first polynomial, so each term of the first, so let's say each term of the first polynomial, so write this part down. Each term of the first polynomial is multiplied. These are kind of fun, by the way. It's multiplied by each term of the second polynomial. I'll get out of the way just a minute. These things are kind of fun. So each term of the first polynomial is multiplied by each term of the second polynomial. When you're done, you add like terms, if you can. Okay, you may or may not have like terms when you do that. All right? All right, so far so good. So your first step is to do A times C and A times D, or basically this.
What is the B though?
We'll do that next. We have to do each term. Okay? Plus so we do that, you get AC plus AD plus BC plus BD. I don't have like terms. Okay? Another way I can do this problem, I'm just going to erase this part here. Another way I can do this problem, so let me erase. Another way I can do this is to do A plus B times C plus A plus B times D. So that's going to give me AC plus BC plus AD plus BD. Did I get the exact same answer? Maybe in a different order, but did I get the same answer? Mm-hmm. I did. Okay? All right, so far so good? All right, so that's the basic rule right there. Let's apply that to some actual polynomials. There's a couple ways we do these. All right, I'll show you one. I'll show you the first. There's two ways I'm going to show you. Here's the first way. It's just like what we just did. Oh, we're thinking, huh? All right. So here's my polynomial. 4x plus 5 times 3x minus 2. That's my first polynomial. That's simple enough one? So let's do this one. So that's 4x times 3x minus 2 plus 5 times 3x minus 2. Okay? Notice all I did was break this out. So I'm taking the 4x times the whole second polynomial using the distributive property, and I'm doing 5 times everything in the second polynomial using the distributive property. Then I will combine all my information. 4x times 3x equals what? 12x squared. 4x times negative 2 is? Negative 8x. Good. Okay, catch that. 5 times 3x is? 15. So 15x. And then 5 times negative 2? Negative. Okay, now I have everything down. Now I add like terms. 12x squared is by itself, so it says 12x squared. Negative 8x plus 15x is? What's negative 8 plus 15?
7.
7. So plus 7x, then minus 10 is by itself, and it's done. Okay? That's how easy these are. All right, there's another way that we can do these. Okay? And this is for binomials, by the way. Polynomials that are 2, so binomials. So here's another one. Oh, what? 4x, it's a weird x. 4x plus 2 times x minus 5. All right? 2 binomials. Here's another way I can write these. We're going to multiply them. 4x plus 2 times x minus 5. All right? Ready for this? What is 4x times x?
5x.
4x times x. We're multiplying.
4x squared.
4x squared. What is 2
Minus
times
3.
now? Careful now. Careful now.
Negative 10.
Now we have to do 2 times x. Okay, so plus 2x. Okay? So far so good? All I did was multiply this times this and then this times this. Okay? Now, for the next part. 4x times negative 5. Positive or negative? Notice I'm going to write it right here. Why did I write it right there?
So, like term.
Like terms. Okay, good. And then 2 times negative 5. So negative 10 off to the side. Add your like term.
Squared minus 18x minus 3.
Not too hard, is it? All you're doing is multiplying, but doing it this way sets you up for adding the like terms easier. You have less stuff floating around. All right? Let's try another one. Four x plus 2 times 3x minus 5. Let's do it the same way I just did the last one. So that's 4x plus 2 times 3x minus 5. Okay, what is 4x times 3x? 12x squared. All right, 2 times 3x? Okay, so plus 6x. 4x times negative 5?
Negative 20x.
Negative 20x, that came up again. And then
Negative
2
10.
times negative 10. Okay, so that's 12x squared. Positive 6 and negative 20 is negative 14x minus 10. Done. Okay? An easy one for people. The next one I'm going to show you is one that I'm going to show you the wrong way first because people want to try to do a shortcut on this and it doesn't work. The temptation for this polynomial is to do 9x squared plus 4. That is way wrong. Never do this. Okay, never, ever, ever do that. It's not that easy. Because remember in this problem, remember the rule, we multiply each term in the first by each term in the second. It does that happen there? Do you multiply each term by the first and by the second? No, that's why that's wrong. So never ever do this. So let's erase it. You don't want to do that. What you actually want to do is physically write out 3x plus 2 times 3x plus 2. You'll see that you get a very, I didn't write, I meant to do a parentheses there. You'll see you'll get a very different answer. And a very correct answer when you do this. So if you do 3x plus 2 times 3x plus 2, that's 9x squared, you're right, plus 6x, right?
And then 6x again,
Plus 6x again,
and then plus 4.
plus 4. Yep. So you get 9x squared.
Plus 12x plus 4.
Not squared because you're adding them. Okay, does that make sense?
Mhm.
You want to split it out.
So
What's
basically,
the order in which you multiply now?
That's first. First term first, second term second. Okay? This only works with binomials doing it this way. When you get to trinomials, you're going to want to do it slightly different. And that's the last one. Okay, so the last one I want to practice with you is what happens when you have a binomial, 4x minus 2, multiplying by a trinomial, x squared plus x plus 4. First term by every term in the second polynomial, and then the second term in the first by every term in the second. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to do 4x times x squared plus x plus 4 plus negative 2 times x squared plus x plus 4, and we're going to add those two things up. So 4x times x squared is
4x to the
4x to the third. 4x times x?
4x to the second.
Okay, so plus 4x squared
Plus 16x.
plus 16x. Okay, now the second term. Negative 2 times x squared?
Negative 2x.
Man, I wrote that crooked. Actually, let's erase this. Let's put them in order. Huh? negative 2x squared, negative 2 times x. What's negative 2 times x? Negative 2x. And negative 2 times 4. Okay, everything's in the right place, so I can add it up. 4x to the third plus 2x squared plus 14x minus 8. Done. Okay? Any questions on this? These are actually kind of fun because they're not that hard. And what property that we learned earlier at the beginning of the year are we using to do this one? We are doing combining like terms, but before we do that, we're using what property? Starts with D. We're using distributive property. And I told you at the beginning, everything that we do when it gets harder is all because we did easy stuff at the beginning. All right, the distributive property. These are two easy concepts that we've done for a while now, and we're just putting them together into one thing. That's all this is. These are not hard problems. These are a combo. These are combo problems. They're two kinds of problems put into one. Okay, distributive property, add like terms. All right. So that's today, lesson 49.